सारे बैठ तो भेज दिए हमने. Okay, so let's go ahead. Today we will do the setup of the project. What and all installation is required, what and all folder setup, and some installation part is required. And then, okay, so open the VS Code. First, you can create a folder somewhere. Marn. I'll create Marn 6 batch. Internet, you have to install one. Create the folder called Marn batch, Marn. In Marn, open the CMD. In Marn, open the CMD. In Marn, open the CMD. And we have to set up the folder like this. I'll guide you first. Accordingly, we'll write. We required one folder for React application. One React application is required. One Node application is required. Okay, React application and Node application. Two is required. And one more folder is required called. This one will be directly Node and Express. Node-Express. And one more folder we will set up. That will be like this. Node REST API. This is Node Express also will be API only. Node Express also will be as API only. That will be our first step. Second step will be this one, Node REST API. Okay, so and then React will be separate. So under the React will have all the React related React functionality, and the API will be available two places. One will be under this first folder, another will be under the second folder. So we will go there and first you create this folder. Node Express API. Under the Marn, you will create a folder called Node Express API. And one more folder you will create that is called Node REST API. Node REST API. Do this too. Node Express API, Node and REST API. Under the Marn folder. React. I will guide for React. Okay, so folder is ready. Next, after that, already your VSCMD is open here under the one folder. You will go to the first folder. CD node and press the tab. Type CD node and press the tab. Automatically Node Express API will come. Press the tab. Enter. That meaning you need to go to that folder. Which folder? Node Express folder you need to go. Next, after that, I'll show you what are the things you need to install. Install it quickly. These 4 commands you have to run one by one. These 4 commands you have to run one by one in this CMD. The 4 command I will share in your chat. Take from there and run it quickly, or if it is visible, you can see and run from here. This 4 command you run in the CMD one by one quickly. CMD उसको इंस्टॉल करवाओ. इंस्टॉल कीजिए उसको. You need to install it. npm install nodemon. First one. Second one, npm install second command. npm install body parser. These all are their dependency packages. Okay, so required, else in between throw the error, look like bad. So better you can install in the beginning only, so those kind of error will not come. Once installation happen, you can reply it in the chat. Then I can process for the next. Just like this. Install it. Okay, hope done. Okay. Rohit, you log out here. You log out and again you log in. I explained something, you missed that part. Now how to guide you? I hope you can hear me. Rohit, Pawan. Create a folder, mark, and in that create these two folder and reply quickly on the chat. Create a folder mark and in the mark folder create these two folder. Go under the Node Express API folder. Open the CMD under the Node Express API folder. Open CMD under the Node Express API folder. And in that Node Express API folder, open CMD. And in that you execute these following commands. System should be connected with internet. Run those commands. Run those commands. Run those commands quickly. Completed. Then very good. Okay. Now this CMD we will close. This CMD, or instead of closing this CMD, CD dot dot. Press CD dot dot. आपका हुआ installation पूरा. CD dot dot enter. It will come one folder back. CD dot dot enter. It will come one folder back. That is pointing now mark folder. Right? It is pointing now mark folder. So now here, see the folder structure. We will be learning the API creation using two ways. One is the Node Express directly, another one is Node Express REST API. That will be dealing with the MongoDB. This one will, second folder will connect with the MongoDB. First folder will not connect with the MongoDB. It will be just a understanding of how the API work. But the meaningful API will come here under the rest one. So you can consider first one basic, second one as a advanced. These both are going to work as a backend. Now we need to create a application in the front end that is called React. So you run here the command npx create React app React app. React app. npx create React app. Which one? React app. React app. Enter. npx create React app. React app. It may take 2-3 minutes. Let it happen.
एनवायरनमेंट तो हमने बनाया
ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल है ना
मतलब ये जो हमने 5 कमांड दिए इसका मतलब
that command is for the Node.js. Before that in your system you have installed React project.
Yes.
Then the environment is already set up. npx is not, you are not going to create daily, no, you are not going to run npx always. Once you do the npx create React app, npm install command you have written before.
in other folder.
That is a global. That is a global setting. Completed. React project is also done. Right. So this React part will leave now. Okay. React part we can leave now. React. Oh, setup is done or going on. Okay. We'll wait 1 minute for one more person is going on. Completed. Okay. Now go to the code space dot enter. Come next to this folder. Node Express API. In Node Express API, we need to go to the new folder, not new folder, new file. So we are creating a file to test under the Node Express folder. Write a file, page1.js, page1.js. In the page1.js, you are going to write something that will run through that will be a JavaScript file and it will work like a backend. So first in Node.js, when you want to print anything in the browser, using Node.js, if you want to print anything in the browser, or you want to communicate through URL, you have to import a module that is called let HTTP equal to require. Require is nothing but like it include. Require, you remember import word, we use import. So here instead of import, you are writing called require HTTP module. Once you call the HTTP module, then you can write something and you can display your data directly in the browser, or you can communicate through the browser on any URL. Next, after that, right inside, first you have to create a server. So HTTP becomes a module. HTTP is the name of the module. This module used to create a server, and with the help of this module, we can create the server and we can send the request to user computer, to the client, and we can receive from user computer as a response. That is called as a HTTP module. Using that, we can communicate to send the request and we can receive a request. Now, how it will work? Let us look into the code. So you will write here HTTP dot create server. HTTP dot create server. HTTP dot create server. Inside that, we have to write a request and response. Request and response under the callback function. So under this request create server function, a callback function, under that the first parameter is a request that will be sent from the React side. From React, whatever the data you will send, it will be captured by a request first parameter. Response, second parameter. With the help of that, you can send any response to the user computer. First parameter to capture the value sent by user. Second parameter to send the request from the server. Okay, written.
So this happens from the backend.
This happens on the backend. This is for the backend purpose. Now after that, what type of response you want to send to the user, you have to specify. Like if you have gone through the JavaScript and all, fetch function we have implemented. While implemented the fetch function, you see we use the fetch JSON. While sending, while receiving, we use the JSON function, we use the text function. In React also we are saying that. So now what you have to do, you have to write here response dot write head. Response dot write head means when the request will come from the user computer to this server will capture the request. After capturing the request, this server will respond to the user computer saying like, I have received your request. Be in wait mode, I will send you your response. So for that purpose, write head, you have to write a number called 200. 200 is nothing but it represents that your request is received by the server and server is processing it. Server is processing it. Okay. Server is processing the request. Next, after that, you have to use one more parameter that is called content type. Like we receive the request. After receiving the request from the React side, one request will come here. Then this server will receive the request. After receiving the request, this server before sending any response to the user computer, this server will acknowledge saying like, hi, 200, means the server user computer will understand, oh, server has listened my request. In Ajax part, I have teach you 200 meaning is what. Next, after that, you will write called content type. That is called inside a curly bracket, you will write content hyphen type colon text slash HTML. Text slash HTML. Now what will happen is when this server will receive the request, after receiving the request, server is saying client 200 means your request is received. Okay, and I'm going to send the content type. The content I'm going to send you, the content type will be which one? Text and HTML. Now client will understand, the React will understand, oh, server has received my request. Now server is going to send me the data. That data will be in the text and HTML format. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Now write here next. After that, what we have to do? We have to write the next line. What you want to send other information. The first information we send like, yes, client, I have received your request and I'm sending you the data in the form of text and HTML. Okay. Now client will be waiting for your request. Like server will send, server will send, server will send. Okay. So next you will write here response dot send. Response dot send, or better write response dot write. Response dot write h1 tag we write directly here because you have mentioned content type is a HTML. So you will write here h1 welcome to React. Welcome to Node here. Welcome to Node. Close the h1. After that, write the next line. Write the next line. Request dot write. Like you are going to send it two information. One h1 and write one more called paragraph. You are going to send two response. One is called h1, another one is it is working. Close the key tab. Save now, come down, and at last, don't forget to say bye. Okay, don't forget to say which one? Bye. What is the bye I'm trying to say here? You send a request to someone. Someone have received your request. They have sent you the response. And they have not told you like this is this much only. Suppose server has sent you one line, you printed. You are waiting for some more output. Correct? Maybe server will send some more data to your system. You will print it, again you will wait for some more output. So our server may send one line, two line, 100 line or multi-line or 1000 line, that is the one matter. But at end of the line, server must need to say bye. That meaning client, your data is finished. Then client will stop the waiting. So that is called response dot end. Response dot end. Response dot end. Response dot end. That meaning the client will understand now there is no data for us. There is no any more data. Whatever the server has given, that's what. Else what will happen? Your page will be reloading in the client. I will show you. Just write this and then come. Come down at last to write. The server is created, but for every server there will be port number. JSON server was running on 1234. React will run on 3000 port number. Similar way, some other server will run in different port number. So what is the port number for this particular server? So we have to write dot listen, dot listen, dot listen, port number anything, 1111 is the right, 1111, anything of 4 digit. Of written. Now let us see how to run this file. So it is going to run on this port number http://localhost:1111. So this is the port number for this particular server file. Page1.js file you created. This is the particular port number for this server1.js file. Now let's come to the CMD. In CMD, you have to point to this particular folder that is for your Node Express API. Right here CD Node Express API and enter. It will go to the Node Express API folder. It will go to the Node Express API folder. Correct? After going over there, you will not write node only. We will write nodemon. 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 Using the node, if you are running the file, you have to compile again and again. Using nodemon, if you are running the file, no need to compile again and again. Just compile once and keep changing in the file, automatically recompilation will happen. Nodemon space your file name. What is your file name? Page 1. Instead of node, you are writing called nodemon. Okay. Instead of node, you are writing called nodemon. Okay, nodemon space page 1.js, enter. You can see it look like this. Nodemon, starting node, page 1.js, something like this. It's a compiled successfully. Now, so let me know similar or something else. Any error? I will share this code in the chat. Code is sent in your chat. Then we can go to the browser and open the localhost :111111. You will find this file is working. Welcome to Node. It is working. Okay, so look like this. Next, after that, I will remove this end and then let me see. After removing the end, you can see it's compiled successfully automatically. Compilation happen here. If I go to the browser and refresh the page, you can see it's loading. So I hope you can see the loading. I will guide you the problem. You can see here, this loading is happening. नहीं इधर देखो आप मेरे पेज में देखो आप. The loading is going on. Loading is going on because I have not entered the response. Response end was there, I have not ended. So what is happening? Client is waiting for the response. Client is waiting for the more data. Client is waiting for the more data. Let me write here one more line. Paragraph. I added one more paragraph. If I go to the browser, that's got stopped. If I refresh it, again it will keep going. Okay. So it is not stopping. That meaning it is waiting for the response. The reason is client has not sent end. Client says like this is the data, and client has not said, server has not said like done. Server says like this is the data. Now client is in confusion. This is the data, then is there any more data? For that purpose, what is happening? Loading. Now when I made here response.end, and after that if I refresh the page, you can see they stopped already. It's not going to reload and all. Work in similar way. So response.end meaning is what? While going time, you told someone bye. Means someone will understood like finally he's going. Okay. He will not say bye, then the person will look back. See like, is it coming back? Is that coming back? Because he has not told bye. Okay. Bye means what? End of the request. That is called response.end here. दिखाइए. You have started the server. Where is the server? It is not running. No? There is error in that. Node crashed waiting for the changes. Where is that file? Dot listen. Right head content type. This should be in double quote or single quote. Then only it will work. That was the error. See here. Changes. This one. This will make it auto save. There is auto save option here. Now look at compilation happen. You go to browser. This one. Local colon. Welcome to Node.js. Okay, so hope working. Working? Okay, very good. Then today we'll leave here. Today will not continue for a long time. From tomorrow we'll continue. Some more people are supposed to join. I will ask the counselor to check with them also. Everyone should be there, then it will be helpful. 4 o'clock is the fixed time. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock will be always session. So project class, I started little late today. Tomorrow it will get end, then you will not have disturbance. But the project class is at 2 o'clock, it will be finished by 3 only. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock is the node batch. Saturday, Sunday you can join tomorrow, and again tomorrow we'll create many 10 plus pages and we'll see all possible things, many things. Okay. Zoom link, you can use the same link. Be regular, then only Node.js will be clear. If you are not regular, then it's difficult. You understood, no? How many folders we created? 3 folders. Still Express is not in the picture. Mongo is not in the picture. Okay. So first we have to get idea on this first folder. Then we'll integrate with the React. Then we'll go for the MongoDB. Then this REST API will come. Okay. So your regularity play the important role. Now how regular you will be?
Recording stopped.
Main things. Okay. Okay, then thank you. Okay, so I will end the session tomorrow 4 to 6 will log in.